Hello, welcome everyone. It's Monday, October 16th. Welcome to Monday Manna. I'm Pastor Robert Roseberry from First United Methodist Church of Dade City, Florida, and we welcome you to this time of just checking in about what's happening at our church, as well as looking at some things coming up in the future. This is a way to just get some things talked about and a way to spread news around of what's happening at our church. We're excited about things going on and excited that we have a growing church family. And so today will be a review of Sunday's worship and some happenings going on, along with a preview of the week ahead and some other notable things going on in the life of the church. And this particular video is being pre-recorded. Heather and I are right now on our way to Alabama to see some family for a few days. We're going to be back by Sunday, but we had to take some days for some family things we have to do up there. And so this is pre-recorded, so I will get back to you if you have a comment or anything. Definitely leave it on this recording, but I will get back to you as soon as I can on that. And if you have any particular questions or anything you need, please do call the church office. Since I am away, I'll get back to you as soon as I can, but probably the office can take care of whatever you need or whatever questions you have this week before I get back. So we do have a lot of things coming up this week and next. You can read about them in your weekly update, which we emailed out on Thursday, and we also had them available on Sundays during worship. We're starting to have a lot of groups meet as we begin in the fall. We just had our acolyte training and communion attendant training yesterday, and we're excited about all the kids coming up in our church. We had a lot of new kids come and be a part of that, and really a wonderful time. It was great to have them beginning to serve and worship and help lead and help in that. I know acolyting and helping with communion can seem like such a small thing, but it is a very helpful and wonderful thing to get kids involved in the church. Let them have some ownership and some let them know that church is for them too, and it's not just for the big kids, not the adults that should be able to help with it, but kids as well. Jesus said, let the children come. So I think if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for us. We're starting to have a lot of groups, like I said, meet as we begin in the fall, but our major efforts for the next few weeks as we get closer to Halloween will be centered on trunk or treat. So there are a lot of other announcements, but I'm going to focus on trunk or treat here for a little bit. Please help us by signing up your car to be one of the trunks. That QR code is in your weekly update. The sign up is on your weekly update. Please sign up. We do want as many trunks as possible. If you don't know what happens, the city shuts down Church Avenue for several blocks. We're one of those blocks, and kids from all over come for a safe place to trick or treat. They come by the different houses and if there's any other churches, some of the other churches that are there to do some trick or treating. And it is a lot like Church Street Christmas in the sense that there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kids. I cannot remember how much candy we gave out last time, but it was a lot. And so if you can come and decorate your trunk, if you can come and be a part of our Halloween celebration, and please come decorate your trunk, help show the neighborhood or get to know the neighborhood, show them the church is a great place full of good people. And we're hoping to have a lot of trunks this year. Usually we have a little more than a handful, but we do want to get a lot. We would love to have as many trunks as we possibly can to be a part of that. We've also invited some of the teachers and families from Wesley Creative School to be a part of it as well. So come on in and help us celebrate. If you can't come, or even if you can, we are also taking candy donations. So we don't want anyone to run out of candy during the event. And, some people may not judge the candy amount right, or they may, we may have a whole lot of kids, but we want to make sure that everyone has a chance to, not run out of candy and go for as long as possible for trunk or treat. So we would love for you to donate candy for the event. Please drop your candy off in the CLC. There is a box, a candy collection box in the CLC. Also, there's one in the sanctuary right there in the narthex as you walk into that main foyer area. That's called the narthex. And there is also a candy collection area in the office, the main office hallway right there. Or if it's during office hours, you can just bring it in. Valerie and Sharon will be sure that it gets to where it needs to go. And I know Katie is very passionate about making it really big this year. We're hoping to have a lot of people. So I want to encourage you to come and be a part of it. We're, as a church doing a Halloween celebration, we ask that you, of course, don't go full-fledged, crazy, gory, and scary, but, make it more of a fun Halloween, of course, because we are a church, but I'm sure you guys know that, and I don't have to mention that. But we do hope that you'll come and be a part of it. It is a lot of fun. I did it last year along with the other folks that were there, and it's great. Even Biscuit participated, and she was a good girl the whole time. I was very surprised. So this Sunday, we're going to continue our study on stewardship. And stewardship is just taking care of what God has given us. You should have gotten a letter from the church about pledging your support to our church for 2024. We are doing financial planning and trying to look at what our budget is going to be for next year, what kind of ministries we'll be able to support. I said more about that in the last video. If you want to go back and look on Facebook or YouTube, you can find that last video. And we got some great things going on, and we want to continue to be able to fund that in the year ahead. I do hope you'll consider your support for the church next year. If you're able to give more support financially, we certainly would appreciate it. And you should have gotten a pledge card. If you did not get a pledge card that was mailed to you or get it during worship, we would love for you to get one. So please let the church office know. We'll be happy to send you a pledge card. We'll have a celebration and consecration of our pledges on October the 29th. We'll have a special guest preacher there to help in our celebration. And if you've gotten your letter and you're considering your financial support for the church, I do want to remind you about that. You can bring your card in early, or you can bring it that Sunday, but we're going to have a special celebration and prayer over all the 2024 commitments. And yes, you can bring them afterwards, but we're trying to kind of have a big celebration Sunday of all those 2024 commitments. Reverend John Peterson will be our guest preacher, and he'll help lead our celebration today, or that day. Reverend Peterson works with the United Methodist Foundation, which serves as kind of the primary financial institution for United Methodist churches in Florida, kind of like a big bank. They help us if there's a loan that we need to take out for a building project, or if there's any other kind of financial assistance that we need. The foundation is there to kind of help support United Methodist churches in Florida. He's worked with our church for years as we established our endowment fund to help sustain the current and future ministries of our church. And this coming Sunday, we'll continue our series on stewardship. We're going to look at 2 Corinthians 9 together. We'll move from the roots and the trunk, which was week 1, from the branches, which was this past Sunday, and now to the fruit. We'll talk about what happens when we release those blessings out into the world. And I'll see you on Sunday, if not before, as we continue our series on stewardship. So may God bless you this week. And as a closing prayer, I am going to just read as a prayer the words to the hymn that we sang today in the traditional service, which was number 400 in your hymnal. If you have it, you can go ahead and open to it. It is "Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing." It is one of my favorite hymns. I know some of the words are a little old-fashioned, but just the beauty of the poetry and the author asking for this fount of every blessing, for God to tune his heart to sing God's grace, the streams of mercy never ceasing, just are beautiful words that I just love. And the tune is really nice too. So here are these words as a prayer for our leaving this Monday Manna here today. Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace, streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount, I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by thy help I'm come, and I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the fold of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Oh, to grace, how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness, like a fetter, bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it. prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart. Oh, take and seal it. Seal it for thy courts above. May God bless you and yours today, and hope you have a great week. I will see you Sunday, if not before. Amen.